Hello everyone, welcome to Court of the Rings on twitch.tv/LotraStream. I'm your community manager, Cordovan, and it's been a busy week. We have a lot that we've announced, we have a lot that we've done. There's a lot going on inside of the game. Legacy of Morgoth on all the worlds except for Angmar and Mordor, which just got Mines of Moria this week. We're kicking off our December deal sales. Got some pretty hot stuff there that I can talk about. We are going to be launching an official Lotro Discord. I can talk a little bit about that this week. And we released an update as well. So it has been very busy, has it not? So we're going to have a little bit of the latest news, and then I'm going to go in-game. I didn't get as far as I wanted to for the stream, so I'm not quite up to Moria yet, but I am at Book 11, Chapter 7, so we're kind of working our way there, and we'll just do that onboarding, and then off-stream I'll get things done during this next week, now that some of the things I'll be talking about in just a moment are done, and then we'll be there for next week's show, except, well, I think I've got a show next week. Programming note, I don't know if I have a show next week. And the reason is there's some kind of movie about horses coming out that's being done by, a whole bunch of people. Kenji somebody or other? I don't know. So, yeah, I know. I'm a little behind. I thought I was actually going to get further ahead on my progress through getting ready for Moria, except a little thing happened. We've just been real busy with work. I've been busy with my life, busy because of the Thanksgiving holiday, and busy with Extra Life. So why don't I actually kick off the news section here with a little bit on that. So as of this week, I have got all of the individual incentives for Extra Life done. Check. I've got all the group giveaway announcements done. Check. And I'm hearing back from people who get picks from the community loot list about what they want, and I'm getting them their stuff. But that means we are in the final 5% here of our Extra Life fundraising drive for the year. So thank you everyone who's taken part. Also, if you haven't heard from me yet, there's probably a reason for that, because I've gone through all the surveys and there was only one that I struggled with because they didn't give me the right info, but then they got in touch with me later. So as far as I am aware, there's nobody I haven't gotten back to. So if I haven't gotten back to you, let me know. And you can do that through the SurveyMonkey link. If you have not yet filled out a survey, I don't know why I would miss one if you did, but it's possible, I suppose. So hit me up on the forums if you need to as well. But that is all but done this week. So that took... It was both a marathon and a sprint. It was a long marathon and then a big sprint right there at the end. So that's what I did instead of getting my character ready for Mines of Moria, frankly, as I sat there getting all... The end total this year of individual donors was almost 750, which is insane. I think that may be the biggest year yet. There's a lot of people to get back to, and it took me all month. But I got it done, and it wasn't that bad, really, all said and done. It could have been worse. So very excited that is now basically behind me now, other than kind of follow-up work, which I need to do. And any donations that do come in through the end of December, I'm happy to take donations through the end of the year as well. So if you missed your chance for all the group giveaways and that, and don't care, and you want to donate anyway, happy to take your donation, and happy to get you the incentives that are listed on our page over on Lotro.com. Uh-oh. Well, Janice, I will get back to you. Hit me up either on the forums. Yeah, hit me up on the forums, because if you say you put in a survey but haven't heard back, what I did is I responded generally to the first name that people gave me as a contact info. I said either your forum name or your email address, and 98% of all the surveys were that. And so check whatever you might have given me, either the forums or your email. I have heard from a few people that it's shown up in like their junk mail or whatever, so maybe check your junk mail. But for the most part, it's not. and everyone seems to be getting their stuff. But if I missed you, hit me up on the forums, Cordovan, and if that's not going to work, then, well, we'll figure something out. Send me a whisper if that's not going to work here on Twitch or something like that if you can. All right. Am I a GM? I am not an in-game GM. That is not my work. I'm the community manager for Standing Stone Games. So I run internal communications outward, outward communications inward. I run, say, the Discords, YouTube, social media, forums, website. I'm in charge of that launcher news feed, and a bunch of other duties as well. I work on release notes and all sorts of areas. But I am not a formal GM inside of the game. I do have an admin character that I can log into for events, but I don't handle, say, bans or any kind of in-game disputes or things like that. All right. It is a pretty door, isn't it? The art team, thank you, art team, for putting together this little animation for the live stream here today, and for the next couple of weeks. Okay, let me start then with a quick look at the news of the week. So, the first thing I want to bring up, probably the biggest news of the week, is our update 42.2, which went out this past Wednesday and included a whole bunch of big old bullet points. Mines Moria on Angmar and Mordor. Treebeard also is getting the Far Honorian in the Wastes and level 105. Yule-tide Hobbit gifts have started dropping. I'm going to open mine up here in just a second. And then there's a whole bunch of news and notes that I'm not going to go through here. But you can really just see that we've done a bunch of work on a bunch of different topics. Including the Veil of the Nine on Angmar and Mordor, but really a whole bunch of things all over the game, including Legacy of Morgoth. We have the first part of our Elf Avatar update work going that went out this week. It was the smaller bit of stuff that was ready. I can talk a little bit more about that in a second. See, we got class work. I mean, there's just a bunch of things. So let me back up to just a few points that I want to talk about. Let's talk about that Elf Avatar update here. I've got a forum post that I wish I had thought to call back up ahead of time, but I can do that. But I do have a list of work that we are going to be doing for the Elf Avatar here in the next couple of weeks. If I can find it. There we go. Okay, so here are some of the main bullet points, and I know in my forum post I said it was an update 42.2, but the reality is all this stuff got checked in as a batch right as we were pulling the build, so I'm not 100% sure all this stuff made it into 42.2. Based on some of the feedback I've seen on the forums, it seems like maybe some bits of this did not, in fact, make it into the build. However, that means it'll be set for next week, because we have a patch set for next week. So it'll be in there if it's not in here. But some of the things that we're working on are some overly exaggerated facial features. We're reducing them in certain emotes for human, elf, and high elf, male and female avatars. We're also, I believe this got fixed here in 42.2. It corrected a height issue or a physics scale issue, so high elf avatars can now move through the same low ceiling environments as others. In this next game update, we're going to be doing a bunch of work related to clipping and proportion issues for armor and related cosmetics. So this next week's patch is going to have a bunch of work in it related to kind of armor physics and clipping and some of that sort of thing. We're also working beyond. This is probably looking into January here, so unsure if this will be 43 or what. But we're also looking to adding new head models and complexion textures that are closer to some of the previous ones. It'll be really as a response to what we've been seeing on the forums about the severity of the eyebrows eyebrows, the gauntness perhaps of the face. We also have a whole second round of clipping and proportion bug fixing set for, I think, update 43. And yeah, so that's where we are on the Elf Avatar update. So the start of that went live this week, but because it all was kind of happening I think a lot of this is more going to be in next week, and then in probably 43, which will be presumably something along the start of the year. All right, the other bit I want to mention is the reputation system. We did a bunch of work to correct reputation issues. However, it seems like there's some issues that remain to be solved, and we have not yet cracked the core of the bug. It came to us basically that people are not getting the percentages expected. And at one point we thought it was a login issue, that this was getting stripped as a property on your account between character logins. That was our initial investigation. Not sure that that's actually the thing. And then we started hearing, well, maybe it's a lifetime VIP issue where VIPs are getting it, but not lifetime VIPs. And to the point, someone had said on the forums, to the point of, oh my gosh, I didn't realize they were separate people. Well, I mean, they aren't, but they are. It's the same in practice in terms of what it grants, but because it was granted through lifetime, we do specifically have kind of a designator that's like, yeah, this is not just VIP, but specifically a lifetime VIP. We would need to do that designation for obvious reasons. If we were to ever run into an issue that we would need to identify who the lifetime VIP people are, we need to have a way to do that. So it does have its own kind of identifier behind the scenes. And so that was another thought, that we thought maybe that was the problem. But now I'm not so sure about that, because the people in the forums are saying that's not the issue. So I think the end result this Friday, unfortunately, at noon is we're still working to figure out what's going on here. But we'll presumably have that fix not for next week, because the build for that's going to be pulled real soon, but it would probably be for 43. But it may be something that we can also correct on the fly, and we'll just kind of have to see about that. All right, so I think that covers most of the news here for this week, for update 42 anyway. Let me do one thing. Got a few more bits I want to talk about. And let me go and actually get to chat. Someone had a question that I should answer. So, Shmooze, we always try to release as bug-free content as we can. I can't really speak to your emotional concern that, you know, it's too buggy. Sorry. Sorry if you feel it's too buggy. This reputation thing is some kind of edge case that is part of likely a halo of trying to fix the thing that we were trying to fix, but we'll see. When is the Avatar update happening for High Elves? Good question. That'll certainly be in 2025, would be my expectation. But as to whether it's earlier in the year or perhaps a little bit later due to the need to do this additional elf work and things, I don't know yet. You know, at one point they were in tandem, and then because of the workload that was required, we ended up splitting them apart. And so the focus has been on elves and now elf polish. And so at some point we'll basically have to, there's been some work already. You know, it's not that it was left by the wayside. But at some point we're going to pick up the rest of the work that's needed for high elves and get that out. So my guess would be 2025 and probably earlier rather than later. But whether that would be 43, perhaps 44 or something else, I don't know yet. We certainly try to be as bug-free as we can, and I know that you know, our success in that will be measured harshly, so, and sometimes fairly. All right. Have I seen the ridiculous popcorn buckets? Why, yes, I have. For that horse movie. There's some kind of big dwarven hammer sort of dealio. I know it's kind of become a cottage industry of these popcorn buckets. The thing that I'm most curious about is whether they are going to be collectible, because I'm a big collectible nerd. I don't have a room full of toys like that. I'm not starting to collect popcorn buckets. But maybe I kind of wish I had, because I could have gotten the Dune one. I could have gotten the DDO or the D&D movie one. That's the one I really wish I got. And this Rohirrim one looks pretty hot as well. But what are you gonna do with these popcorn buckets? What are you gonna do with them? For real? I kind of want them all too, though. All right. So next week, the big news for next week is going to be the start of Harvest Math. We do have some new rewards. No, I'm sorry, I'm not in a position this Friday to show them all off to you. I don't think. I do have an email, however. Let's see if I can find that email quickly. Oops. Here we go. So, we do have the new stuff in Hobbit Presents that went in this week. And what do we have for next week? More cosmetics. I see boots, a hooded cloak, a hood of the Snowy Evening is the name of it. I see a decorative wall of the Snowy Evening. I see a Snowy Evening pig available for either festivity tokens or mithril. I do see a Snowy Evening steed along with, comparison headpiece, saddle, and Warsteed cosmetics. Warsteed cosmetics, mithril only. And that's what we have. And we're gonna try to get some shots out, and at the very least information up on the Yule-tide page before that kicks off. And that's kicking off here on the 12th at 10 a.m. Eastern. So basically next Thursday, Yule-tide will be underway, and that's going to run through January 5th. So I love the Yule-tide Festival. I really like Frost Bluff. It's a lovely little area, is it not? A few more bits of news before I get inside of the game. And, this is also why I didn't get as far as I wanted this past week, because I've been busy. We are looking for volunteer moderators for an official Discord. Yes, we are going to be opening an official Lotra Discord. My hope, if everything goes as quickly as it did on the DDO side, is that we could have this sucker open by the end of the month. It could be within a few weeks we'll have the Lotra Discord open. And I've already seen, within like an hour of posting this, I already had like 30 some applicants. So I think we'll be okay in terms of volunteer mods, but we're looking for the highest quality volunteers that we can get. These are volunteer positions. We're not allowed by law to pay you. But what we can do is some kind of like random giveaways of things like that. So we're looking for volunteers. If you're interested, fill out a SurveyMonkey link. I will warn you, this is not for those who wish to remain private with us. Because if you do want to apply to be a volunteer, we're going to need things like your real name, your real address, your phone number, your forum name, your game account username. This is the real deal. And the reason for that is because our legal team will be drafting a non-disclosure agreement that you are going to have to sign. And it is a legally binding document. And it's, it's not to harsh your buzz, but it can be for real. So you do need to take it serious. And but what it does is it allows us to really share things with you that are not yet released and have the legal infrastructure for that. So kind of asking a lot, we realize that. But really when it comes down to it, what you'll do is help me run the Discord channels. In particular, we'll have to do some moderation. That's inevitable. Hey, it's the internet. But what we found on the DDO side is really it hasn't been nearly as big of an issue as perhaps some of us thought it could be in terms of trolling or sniping. I will also warn you, however, that I run a pretty tight Discord ship, and by that, I mean we have some pretty tough join requirements. And by that, I mean you gotta have a phone number, a mobile number. And if you don't have a mobile number, then you're gonna have to wait. And then at some point, I will open up the ticketing process like I did on the DDO side, and then you'll be able to become join without having a verified Discord account. And I got a lot of flack for that on the DDO side from people who ran into it. And then I got, as the weeks went on, an incredibly large amount of positive feedback saying, hey, you know what problem this solved? You know what problem it solved to make people actually do this so they can't create easy troll accounts and stuff? Much better Discord, it turns out. So as difficult as it can be, and as perhaps a little onerous as it can be to ask for a verified Discord for this, we're doing it anyway. And I'm not budging on that. And the reason is because it ends up being a much more pleasant place to be. No question. Not even up for debate. I think everyone who's been in the process will be like, huh, okay, so that's why we haven't been overrun by spammers and troll bots and other stuff. So that's where we are. But I don't want to be too harsh. For the most part, it really has been not a big issue for most people. Either they already had it from another Discord they were in, or there is going to be a process by which I'll just manually validate you. But for now, I'm looking for volunteers. So take a look at Lotra.com or the Lotra forums. If you think you want to volunteer, fill out the survey, and within the next couple weeks, hoping to hear back from people. Could be the holiday itself is going to slow things down just a little bit, but we'll see. All right, couple more bits before I get inside of the game. We have some cool sales. I'm going to talk about the patrons coffer separately and show it off on camera here, but I wanted to call out that our December deals have begun. These are special sales every week in December. We're doing half off Valar packs. Half off Valar packs. That's all of them. And 35% off Mithril coins. And that's through December 12th. So for certain people out there, also, who doesn't want to run faster? Go, 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 go. Just keep on code on that. All right, so for the patrons coffer. This is something we just debuted this week, and there's a luxuriant version, and you can find out all the details in it. And then, typical of our coffers, we have smaller versions as well. The enhanced version that has a subset of the luxuriant, and then a simple, which is even a little bit less. And you can purchase, there are no upgrades, but you can purchase up. You can't purchase down, however, because you won't get anything. Actually, that's not true. You can purchase down. But the only thing you're going to get is the mithril. So you really shouldn't do it. It's not a value proposition. It's not a good idea. Alright, the other bit, that's the doggy. We're going to see it in just a little bit. But I wanted to call out one thing. We do have an issue with our emote. Our milestone style is not yet available. That's going to be going in with next week's patch as well. So that's why it's set to minimum level 160, because we couldn't stop it from delivering, but it wasn't going to work, and we didn't want anyone getting it messed up. So next week's patch, it'll be working. And I'll show it to you once I can see it working. But it's there. It just needed some final work before the build. So it is nice. All right, I think I've got everything covered then. Other than we have Hobnanigans this weekend. Guess I could have mentioned that, but I'm not going to. All right, let's get inside of the game. Let's take a look at this patron's coffer. I also was doing just a little bit of questing here this morning, getting ready. But here is our doggy. There we go. Hello. Chase is a big doggy. This is the thing I'm saying that isn't there yet. That's the milestone of the Rohirrim emote. It'll be /milestone_Rohan. Let's take a look at the new steed here. Go. Fortunately, it's nighttime. Of course, it would be nighttime, but well, we'll just make the best of it as we can. Yeah. I'm gonna use that a little bit later. I'm not gonna use that on camera, but because I got the luxuriant here, a whole bunch of mithril, and then with the luxuriant, we were able to have a separate wardrobe sub pack, and that was really based on a forum suggestion that people wanted to be able to use the steed and that nana, but not have the cosmetic spew until they wanted it. So on the luxurious one, we were able to actually do that, and so so let's do that. I'll deal with well, you know what? Which one should I give up? All right, I will give up outfit 2 for the moment, and we will get with the cloak of the Rohirrim. I think I'm using a staff, so I don't think it's going to work, but I'll equip it anyway. Yeah. Boots. Gauntlets. It's the helm. I think I'm going to go without the helm, however. Not really a big helm wearer in general. And the armor here. There we go. And then if you can do a ceremonial shield as well. You know, I think I'm actually going to drop. I don't know if I like that pauldron or not. I think I'm going to go without and just leave it like that. All right, so there we go. Let's see what else. I think that's the pack there. So there you go, along with mithril. And then the milestone, which will be coming soon. I haven't actually. Oh yeah, the weapon ore I've seen on the website. It's nice and glowy.
A moment of your time?
Okay. To find the entrance to the thing, huh? Okay. Up north there. Up north. Okay. Uh-oh. It's true. I agree. We're always in need of more wardrobe space, are we not? So. Oh, actually, this is not the right way to go. Okay. I actually, because it's been in a broken state since the time I had the opportunity to see it, I have not personally... Oh, that's totally the wrong way. Okay, well, let me rethink this then. Let's go along the river this way. I haven't actually seen it in action yet, so I can tell you. I can't tell you. Yep. Oh, I forgot. So I actually have, yeah, here we go. There, that's it, right? Okay. There we go. Oh, back here? Okay. Nope, no. How do I get up there? So the reason I'm actually not sure that I have a show next week is because I'm going to go see the movie as a company outing. We're lucky to be able to do stuff like this, but you know, we're also all a bunch of Tolkien fans, so makes sense, does it not, that we would all go see it together? And so that's sort of our holiday outing here. Where in the world are we located? We're in Massachusetts. Actually, let me get rid of the dog here just for now. Although, a lot of us work from home, so it's spread out a little bit these days. But still, we're based out of Massachusetts. Land of Dunkin' Donuts. I was just thinking the other day that really should just be our state flag. Should just be a Dunkin' Donuts logo, like for real. There's one not too far from my house, and every single morning it gets so backed up that like cars get across intersections, they wait through stoplights, and it's just to get coffee, just to get drive-through coffee. They will do this. And trust me, you don't want to get in the way of a Massachusetts resident in their Dunkin' Donuts. They will make you suffer. Oh, that's not it. No. Which way do I want to go? Feels like I want to go this way. But didn't I already determine I couldn't? Yes. No. There we are. So the bonus reputation is in a currently questionable state. We're investigating player reports that you're just not getting the expected bonus that you should all the time. And like I said, there was some thought that maybe it might be related to billing tokens. There are some other aspects, but we haven't yet nailed down, at least that I've heard, sort of what's going on.
What can I
there.
do for you?
So we're working on it. Neither of these is any good for me. Alright, so now I need to go to the other guy. And I assume... Do I really need... Can I get there from the bank, or do I really need to go all the way over kind of by the high moor and around? I'm going to assume that I can get there from the bank. Let's hope I'm right. Yeah, I would say that if you are really looking for that reputation boost right now and you know you're not getting it, just hang off, because that'll probably get fixed as soon as we can. I don't know when that will be, but it depends really on what the cause is. Oops. I will say it's pretty neat to see Lord of the Rings on the big screen again. I mean, whatever ends up happening with the movie, the trailer sure looks not bad.
Will you stay
it's gonna be fun to
moment
see a
and learn
movie
of my
again.
troubles? Grey is the shadow upon my heart.
Alright, now we're going back to Candleth. This I don't need to do. I feel like it's been really busy, but I'm not sure that I'm at the moment slightly out of things to talk about, I guess. Go figure. How do I manage that? Oh, let me mention that then about, thank you about the EU comment, Sam. So, I've had this come up as a question, and my plan is for the Discord to launch in English, French, and German. Now, there will be some challenges. I don't read German or French. I can use Google, and just due to all the work I've done over the years, I can pick up a few phrases kind of here and there. But there's a lot I don't know. And so, but I want to make it available because I saw very quickly how successfully the DDO one was in bringing the community together. And it just will be way cool. So I'm doing it. But that means, in particular, I want French and German language Discord mods. Because it's a text, Discord is largely text, you don't need to be able to speak German or French, but you would need to be able to read it to volunteer. And if that's you in particular, I would love to see that happen. I will say I've already reached out proactively, or in a couple of cases just heard back from people right away who are already going to help cover that goal, and that's excellent. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Where am I going? Where are you? Oh, you're down there, I bet. No? No? Well, let's see. There you go. Oh yeah, there you are. Hey, buddy. Man, you should have seen how I got down here. Alright.
Will you lend me your ear?
Oh, oh, oh no, oh no, ah! Oh. Oops. Oh man, this could be a long trek down. Let's take the easy route. All right. Nothing to see here, people. Nothing to see here.
What do you need?
You know, physics. Physics is what happened. Oh no, I'm keeping it in. Trust me. This isn't even top 10 of the most embarrassing things I've done on stream. Yeah.
Meg of Onan.
It might not even be top 100. I gotta go back to you again. Alright. So, what else should we mention? I talked a little bit about the Discord. One of the things I'm excited about the Discord as well, and so far it has had a little bit of use on the DDO side, but not a ton of it, and that is the voice chat feature. One of the things I'm hoping to do is for those of you who are Discord familiar, you know, like if you don't mind, if like maybe you're already hanging out with kin members all the time in your Discord, but it could be really nice for like pickup groups on that too, to just use the Discord as a hey, drop in, drop out. And I've got a auto channel creation system for it that works pretty well, and it's pretty cool. It's a really neat option for some people. Yeah, I'm not doing super good on the memory of how to get to where I need to be. But I do remember where I need to go now, because I already did it, and I can just take a little tumble again. This I do know. And this time I won't. This one I won't die on. Moink. Hello.
How can I be of service? Mind my words, traveler.
Yep. Okay. So, we're going back across. And we know what happens if I try to do that. So, maybe let's not do that, huh? Alright. Ooh, maybe I should turn in tasks. That'd be exciting live stream content. Ooh, well, I'm here.
What do you need?
I mean, a pair of wings wouldn't hurt. Got any kind of hot air balloon, maybe? Oh, I mean, surely I could make this fall, couldn't I? Come on. Alright, here we go. Get a little closer to our goal. See how we do. Nope. Nope. So I did, in fact, grab some of the fall injury immunity things, because I knew I was going to be here. But here's the trick, though. Those fall injury immunity tokens will prevent you from getting, you know, a game leg or something like that, but they in fact do not prevent death from falling too far. So the Cordovan method of landscape travel is not recommended with the assistance of a fall injury immunity item. It's true, I didn't bounce off enough walls is what happened. You can kind of slide down, that's why I did it. Because if you angle it right, you can just kind of save yourself a whole bunch of time. Or you could end up falling off a cliff and dying, and then have to travel farther. But you know, that's the Cordovan way as well, so... Thank you so much, Tomko, for the follow, and I just went the wrong way. Alright, great. try that again. There we are. It's looking a little better. How can I get down there without dying? It's a question. Well, let's try it again. Lesson learned. No. All right. Hey, there we go. Fine. A broken leg counter? Now that's a fun plugin. I wonder how does that actually work though? How does it? I suppose it could somehow figure it out. That's pretty cool. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I haven't opened my Hobbit gifts. Let's see what I get here. All right. Took 1,000 virtue XP. I mean, okay. Sure. Oh, it just looks for the message. Yeah, that's really cool. I don't want that. I don't think that would be a wise decision for me to add to my stream. How high do numbers go after all? Okay, so where are we going? Stairs of Sithid, looking up towards the entrance. Turn to the left and walk forward to the wall. Then right and follow the curve till you see 4 pillars through 2 pillars. Okay. This wouldn't be right though, would it? So it's that. Turn to the left, walk forward to the wall, turn right, follow the curve till you see 4 pillars through. Okay, well, let's see. 4 pillars through 2 pillars. So, let's do that again. Do I see 4 pillars through 2 pillars? Not yet. Okay. Well, does that count? Walk between the 2 and look to the right of the 4. I feel like I'm not following the instruction. Oh, there's 2. I think that's the 2 they made. I was warm? Okay. Do I actually need to go up the stairs, maybe? It just says look up to the entrance, though. Okay, well this isn't going to work, so let me try this again. Stand at the stairs, looking up toward the entrance. There we go. Turn to the left, walk forward to the wall. Maybe it's this one. Which direction would that be? Maybe this way? Walk forward to the wall. Oh, okay. Turn right, follow the curve till you see 4 pillars through 2 pillars. No, that can't be right. Okay, so that was the first one. That can't be correct then. To the right. Well, I guess we're going to have to leave it at this then. A bit of an unfortunate place to end, but I'm not supposed to go up yet, right? Yeah, definitely not. Okay, well. Well, I don't know. As far as I can tell. To the left, go to the wall. Go around. See if I go, even if I go around, you're not seeing 4 through 2. Yeah. Well, it was down. Yeah, try facing the stairs. So that's what I was doing. So I thought I already did this one. Let's check that. No. Oh, there we go. Yay! Well, there we go. We'll just wrap things up here, however, and call it a show for Court of the Rings on twitch.tv/LotraStream. We've got the Tolkien Professor up next, and Druid's Fire on after that. We have a full schedule all weekend long, and new additions to the show. I'm working on updating our calendar as well for the splash screen image, because we've got people coming and going all the time, and a real full schedule right now here on LotraStream. So thanks so much for being here. If you're watching afterwards on YouTube, give us a like and a subscribe if you would. It really does help us out a bit. And I'll see you next week for more Court of the Rings. Also next Thursday, now that I'm thinking about it, next Thursday we have a cave troll as well. We'll get info out on social media about that, but that's going to be Scenario and Orion's next podcast. So that'll be Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern, right here on Twitch as well. All right, have a great weekend, everyone. Talk to you all again soon. Bye-bye.